Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's AJ, and today's video is going to be about motivation. So, to get started, hopefully you've come up with at least 5 things that you're grateful for today. And if not, I need you to think about those things. Write them down, put them in your phone, set them as a reminder throughout the day. I need you to review those things every single day. I need you to write 5 new things down every single day, 5 to 10 actually, and review them all throughout the day. And at the end of the night, write what happened to your day. Well, what happened throughout your day to you. Um, and kind of review the great things that happen, from the little things to the mediocre things. So, I have some water here, so if I have to take a break, don't mind me. But yeah, today's video is going to be about motivation. So, one thing that I find extremely hard is keeping motivation. This is just for me personally. So I get in the habit of getting super motivated, right? I get super motivated and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gung ho about this. Like, I'm going all in and I'm like hella fierce into it for about 3 to 4 months. I go like all in. And then somewhere along the line, I have that one day where I'm just like, kind of don't feel like doing it. And I won't. Because then I'm like, oh, I've been doing so well. I deserve a break. Even though it was unplanned. And then I go with the unplanned break. And then the next day it's like, I'm going to do a little extension of that break. I'm okay. And then next thing you know, I've lost all motivation to do it. I've lost it. Like, it's gone. Day 3 is like, why was I doing that again? I don't even feel like it. Like, I'm just chill. And it's like, damn, like, why did I just go hard for 3, 4, 5 months? And now all of a sudden I have no motivation to do this whatsoever. So, and then it's like fighting an uphill battle. So I kind of wanted to touch on that because without motivation, you can't accomplish anything. Period. This is like foundational stuff right here. So I want to make sure that we're all cognizant of our motivational levels and what motivates us before we even start trying to pursue goals, trying to get in the right mindset, trying to work on ourselves, because motivation is what's going to get you there. That's what's going to drive you, that initial push. Now, granted, I said initial push because sometimes your motivation is just not going to be it. It's just not going to cut it. Sometimes you have to still do things when you're not motivated to do it, even though it's going to be extremely hard. Like sometimes if you run every day and one day it's raining outside, it's cold, it's a cold fall day in Michigan, the leaves slippery as hell when they get wet, and you just don't feel like getting out of bed. And you're like, I ain't got the motivation today. That's when discipline comes in. Because as soon as you get up out of that bed, you have your clothes right there and your running shoes right next to the door. You already know you got that bottle of water, that Essentia or that Waikea volcano water or whatever, that's sitting right there. So you're ready to go already. All you have to do is get dressed and get started. So first is motivation that gets you started and gives you that initial push. Then comes discipline and habits. Those are what's really gonna set you off on an accelerated path. The discipline and habits. But motivation is what gets you started. That's what gets you started. So we're gonna start there. Now, like I said, my motivation wanes. My discipline has in the past not been the best. I have my moments. And when I say moments, they could be extended moments like a year or two. And then I'll fall off. Same with habits. So I believe in my heart of hearts, my habits weren't solidified as deeply as they needed to be. Because if they were, they wouldn't have waned like that. So I have to work harder at solidifying and getting my habits instilled, the positive, healthy ones. So I have a quote by Jim Rohn. You guys know I am a personal development and self-development junkie. Um, there are things I feel like humans are predisposed to be addicted to some things, and I have changed. That is one of the positive habits that I have adapted permanently. Was the fact that I took some of my bad habits and I turned that into me wanting to learn and grow at all times and look into personal development. Personal development filled a void that I needed in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. So I listen to various speakers and personal development gurus and etc. etc. A long time ago, when I first started making videos, I made a video on some of the people that I look up to. I think I talked about Zig Ziglar. I think I brought up Bob Proctor, Tom Bilyeu, and a few other people. But yeah, I have a long list of people. I might have mentioned Evan Carmichael. I'm not for sure, but I have a long list of people that I really aspire to be like in the field of motivating and in the field of learning and progressing. So, Jim Rohn is one of those people, as is like a bunch of other people. But anyway, I have a quote from him, and this stuck out to me because it's so true. He said, "We must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret and disappointment." And that stuck out to me so much because discipline is painful. Yeah, it is. Because you got to get up and do shit that you don't feel like doing a lot of the time. A lot of the time. So, yes, discipline can be aggravating. Discipline is going to be the harder route, the road less traveled. Because it's so easy to just be like, you know what? I'm going to chill today. I'm going to Netflix and chill it. Oh, I got Disney Plus now. I'm going to just sit here and watch some movies. You know, they got a whole bunch of old black shows, what, Moesha and all that. Yeah, I'm going to go watch that instead. Binge watch that. Relive my childhood. Yeah, that's all good and dandy. You have to allot yourself time to enjoy recreational activities. If that includes binge watching Moesha, go ahead, do your thing. But you have to allot that time. That's like a reward for having discipline throughout the rest of the week. You have to reward yourself for being diligent, for doing what you're supposed to do, having that discipline, having that drive, even though you may not feel like it. So, some strategies that I found to really get me disciplined. And well, I'm not going to talk about discipline. Discipline is going to be an entire video on itself. That could be an entire series of videos on itself, honestly. But to get me motivated, one, I remember why I'm doing this. The why is almost like the most important. Why are you doing it? For me, I want to be the best me possible. I want to help as many people as possible. I want to be a role model for my daughter. I want her to be able to look at these videos when she's older, when she's like a teen or older or something like that, and be like, okay, maybe I should adopt that method. Or when I'm long gone and she wants to hear mommy's voice, or she wants to learn a lesson from me, or she's conflicted about something and she needs that advice, and I'm not available to her at that moment, or whatever the case may be, she could just come to my YouTube videos and watch that. Pretty sure YouTube will still be around then. But there are plenty of reasons why I do this, and why I push so hard to be the best me possible. And in a world where we're like hyper exposed to a lot of the negativity, I'd rather be that beam of positivity in my own life. Besides my daughter, because she's just amazing. As frustrating as she can make me with her mouth, her sassiness, she is just a beam of light all around. But, you know, that's how I think most parents think. So, but yeah, you have to think of the why. You have to be reminded of the why. Because if you don't know the why, then you're just running around aimlessly. You have to have direction. That's the segue. You have to have direction. You have to know exactly what you want. And this is something that I have struggled with in my past, because I go and I know the results of what I want in life. So I want the financial security. I want to go on the vacations. I want to be free and live in abundance. I want to, leave generational wealth. I want to have like amazing health. And I want to teach my daughter amazing habits, and future children, if I have any, amazing, beautiful habits to make them the best they can be in life, and to help as many people as possible. I want them to get the spirit of giving and aiding and helping, assisting, because I think Jim Rohn might have said this too. If you help enough people get what they want, then they'll help you get what you want. So, yeah, I just want to help people. And it's not, I said that quote, but my need for helping people, my desire for helping people isn't based on what I would get in return. It's not. It's just, I want to help people. I'm compelled to. I don't know if it's because I'm a Cancer, or a Leo. I call myself a Cleo because I was born on the cusp. But I don't know what it is. Sometimes I think I'm an empath. I am kind of an empath, but I don't know what it is. But I have this calling within to help as many people as possible. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. I just want to help. I just want to help, and that's literally it. So make sure that you're not focused on the end results of things, because with that help, I just want to help. That's all fine and dandy, but I don't have direction. I don't know what I want to help with. I didn't know what I want to help with. Let me phrase that differently. I didn't know what I want to help with. Wanted to help with. I didn't know what I wanted to pursue that was going to give me that generational wealth. I didn't know what was going to, let me pass down that spirit of giving, or have me become that role model that I wanted to become for Naomi. So she could see, oh, my mom is a great person and she's also successful in her own right and financially abundant, etc., etc. I didn't know what was going to give me the lifestyle that I wanted, to be able to vacation whenever I wanted, and to, go wherever I wanted. I didn't know. I didn't have that kind of direction. All I wanted to do was help somebody. And as a matter of fact, speaking of Evan Carmichael, I went to one of his conventions when he came here to Detroit. And in there, I was like, I'm trying to find what I want to do. I want to help people. And I don't know I don't know where to start. I don't know what to pursue. And, he asked some questions about, what do I feel deeply about? And at that point, I had just given birth to Naomi, I want to say no more than 6 months prior. And that was what I spoke on, and helping moms who have premature babies or in high risk. And yes, I still want to help with that, but I don't think that's my calling. I don't. And so it took a while, literally recently, and I'm still fine tuning it. I'm not going to lie. But once you get that sense of direction, you really start pursuing it like none other, because you know where you're going. You know exactly where you're going. You can't set sail just anywhere and then think you're going to land in paradise. You have to find paradise on the map and aim for it, then set sail that way. And then you'll land there. You have to have direction. If you don't have the direction, you don't know where the fuck you're going. You're just wandering. You're just wandering. And you may end up somewhere nice, or you may end up somewhere really trash and regretting it and wondering where time went and why you wasted it on some BS or just being on autopilot. That's not going to lead you where you want to go. It's direction and finding your why. And then when you realize, this is where I want to go. This is where I want to go. Then you create the map. You brainstorm. You go, okay, so I want to be this. How do I become this? How can I learn more about it? How can I pursue this? Who do I know? Who can I reach out to who may have a connect or who may be in that field that I can learn from? Who can be my mentor? Who can take me under their wing? Where can I get resources? Think of creative ways, even if you think they're stupid or whatever. Write it down. Write it all down and brainstorm. I mean, the stupidest of ideas, if you want to call it that. But get creative. Think outside of the normal box. And then you fine tune from there. You start pursuing things. You start pursuing your networking. Start reaching out to people. Hey, I heard you're in this field, blase splee. If that person is in your line of network already, or if they know someone who can help you out, reach out to them. Hey, I know you know someone who does this and that. Or reach out to people. Hey, do you know anybody in this field? I'm looking for somebody. Asking for help is not a weakness. It's not a weakness. We all need help. Nobody is a self-made millionaire. Period. Let's end that mindset, that phrase. Nobody is a self-made millionaire. There are people who buy their products and services. One, those people help them. There are people who put them on. There are people who sign them. Venture capitalists back them with money. These people help them build their product. These people help them start their service. These people help them lease their building. Nobody is self-made. So in that, that phrase is done. Because it's not true. Nobody is self-made. We need each other. Us as humans, we need each other. This is community. This is what the human experience is about. Community, leaning on each other, helping each other out. So use those resources of other people to help each other out. And you help out when you can. So put all that together. Find a direction. Find goal. Know what your why is. Look for resources. Look for mentors. Come up with creative ways to hit those goals. And then I need you to look at the goals in your past. Write them down, the ones that you have achieved, and use that as motivation. Any obstacle that you have overcome, write it down and review that when you're feeling low or that you don't feel like doing whatever you have to do or you're lacking motivation. Read those and then you will see, damn, I overcome this. When I didn't feel like doing that, I remember when I didn't like that one. Oh, I remember that was a rough time, but I did it and I excelled at it. Oh, I aced that test. That was the hardest test of my life, but I aced it. And I made it. Oh, I got my master's. Or I got my doctorates. Or I got my PhD. Whatever it may be. Oh, I got that promotion. Never thought I would do it. Oh, I ran that triathlon. Just write it down and review it. So that's all I got for today. Find your motivation. Seriously, because if you don't have motivation, you really can't go anywhere. So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notifications for my videos that I upload at least twice a week. You may get a bonus every now and again, but don't hold your breath for that. We're starting the baseline at twice a week. So yes, hit that notification bell. Hit me up at Ajstepsofalchemy@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, concerns, video recommendations, anything. You can also comment that below, by the way, and follow me on social media. I'm at Miss Poetic08, MIZZPOETIC08, on all social media platforms. So you guys have a great one. Don't forget about those 5 things you're grateful for, and I'm grateful for you guys in this platform. So thank you. Ciao. Bye.